sabi ng kabila na hindi na pwedeng mag-akusa na walang ebidensya. Nako, exactly. Yun yung point ng ultimate fact. Yung ultimate fact is you allege the elements of the crime and you prove them with evidentiary facts. Repeat, ultimate facts, yung requirement ng rules, you allege yung minimum elements of the crime. Ultimate facts yan. And then you prove them with evidentiary facts. Remember, if you look at the 98-page complaint, yung 98 pages na yan, doon mo makikita yung mga ultimate facts, yung mga allegations. Naka-attach doon yung voluminous records proving the allegations in the complaint. So kaya nga, it is contradictory to say na walang ultimate facts kasi wala pang ebidensya. Yun yung point ng ultimate fact. You allege and you prove them with evidentiary facts. Marian, minsan nga ako'y nagdududa. Tama ba yung complaint na binabasa ng defense team? Isang bagay na alam ng kahit mga first-year law students, ano yung konsepto ng ultimate facts? Paulit-ulit. Paulit-ulit. So, there is this fundamental confusion. There is this fundamental error on the part of the defense team on how they appreciate so basic concepts of ultimate facts. Napakaklaro sa complaint. Kompleto yung elemento ng plunder. Kompleto yung elemento ng malversation. Let's focus on those two. Napakaklaro sa complaint. Ano yung basihan ng betrayal of public trusts. May mga factual allegations. Kinote doon yung mga testimonies mismo ng mga personnel ng OVP tsaka ng DepEd. Kinote. Ito yung mga testimonies under oath na nangyari during the Quadcom hearings last year. Lahat andyan sa complaint. Lahat andyan sa complaint. Kompleto na. May ebidensya na nga. Sinasabi nila, the fact daw, na nagpapasabi na yung mga complainants for more evidence, ibig sabihin daw, wala pang ebidensya. Nako. As a litigator, tsaka on behalf sa lahat ng mga abogadong nag-a-appear sa korte, yung isang pangyayari na nag-file ka ng complaint, tsaka during the hearing, magpapasabina ka for more pieces of evidence. Nako, iyan ay isang normal, ordinaryo pangyayari sa isang kaso. Kaya nga, it's kind of mind-boggling. It's a head-scratcher for the defense team to harp on the complainants moving for subpoena and use that as an argument in saying na wala pang ebidensya. Mali. Any litigator worth his or her salt would know. Normal, ordinaryong pangyayari yung pag-file ng complaint tsaka pag-move for subpoena for additional evidence during trial.
I quote, "Our position remains unchanged. The complaints suffer from a fundamental defect. They are built on conclusion, speculation, and narratives that are not anchored on the ultimate facts required under the Constitution and the rules." Your
I
reaction to
strongly
this,
disagree.
Pongpong?
I strongly disagree. Hindi ba na-declare na sufficient in both form and substance yung third and fourth complaints, the Sabalia et al. And the Cabrera complaint, sufficient in form and substance. In other words, it's anchored on ultimate facts. And hindi pwedeng sabihin na mga legal conclusions lang ang mga nakalagay doon sa complaints. As that issue is already settled, and how can they say that these are just legal conclusions or conjectures when facts are laid down